Hello grade 5, how are you today? Today we will talk about lesson 2 in unit 3. It's talking about environmental balance. Before we talking about environmental balance, we have to know what is the ecosystem. If we look around us, we can see that any natural area that contains living organisms and non-living things is called ecosystem. So again, what is the ecosystem? Ecosystem, it's the natural area that contains living organisms and non-living things. So the components of ecosystem are living organisms, like we have plants, we have animals and fungi. And non-living things like what? Air, soil and water. So again, the living organisms like what? Plants, animals, fungi. Non-living things like what? Air, soil and water. All of these are the component of the ecosystem. Types of ecosystem. We have many types of ecosystem. Number one, it may be small, like what? Like land, it's a small ecosystem, or water pond. It's also a small ecosystem. Or maybe large, like what? We have forest, and we have desert, and we have ocean. So the large ecosystem like forest, desert and ocean. Or maybe it's a very large, like what? The universe. So the types of ecosystem are small, large and very large, like the universe. Now we will talk about the relationships in an ecosystem. The first relation, it's between plants and the soil. We studied before that plants depend on what? Depend on the soil to absorb water and minerals to make their own food by photosynthesis process. We said the plant make its own food in photosynthesis process, and it takes sunlight, it takes carbon dioxide from air, and it take what? It takes water and minerals from the soil. So the first relation between plants and soil, the plants depend on the soil to absorb water and minerals to make their own food by photosynthesis process. The second relation is between plants and animals. Animals feed on plants to get food and energy. The third relation is between different animals. We have some animals feed on other animals to get food and energy. Like here, we can see animals feed on other animals to get food and energy. Now we will talk about the environmental balance. What is the environmental balance? It's the balance among or between the components of the ecosystem. When we have balance between the component of the ecosystem, this is called environmental balance. But the environmental imbalance, this happens when it's any disturbance that affects the environmental balance. So when any disturbance happen and affects the environmental balance, this is called environmental imbalance. What are the factors that disturb the environmental balance? Number one, it may be natural changes or natural circumstances. This natural changes or natural circumstances leads to make what? Leads to make disappearance of some organisms or the appearance of other organisms, like what? Like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, what happened to them? They disappear due to what? Due to natural changes or natural circumstances. So when I ask you to give reason for disappearance of huge dinosaurs, why? Due to the change in natural circumstances of the environment. So they cannot live in these circumstances, and this lead to distinguish of them, they disappear. Or maybe this disturbance happen when the man or due to the man interference, like what? Some human activities such as cutting down trees. This causes what? Environmental imbalance or disturbance of the environment. Or burning forests. This also lead to the environmental imbalance or disturbance. Or eroding the soil. The soil becomes unhelpful to plant in it. Now we will talk about the factors that keep the environmental balance. Number 1, predation. Predation organizes the number of prey population to keep the ecosystem balanced, where predators get rid of weak or sick members. We studied before what is predation. It's a relationship between two living organisms. One of them devour another one, right? So the predation, one of the factors that keep the environmental balance. Why? Because it organizes the number of prey population, and it get rid of what? Weak or sick members, and let the strong ones to get new members. Saprophytism, as bacteria and fungi offer great surfaces, like what? They get rid of dead bodies, wastes, and food remains. Also, they recycling the chemical elements such as carbon, nitrogen, sulfur to the soil again. Now we will talk about saprophytic organisms in industry. They used in food industry such as yogurt and bread, and the drugs industry, and we use them also in leather tanning industry. Thank you, grade 5. I hope everything is clear.